About to go down for the first face-off. I am Fraser Hunter. I am joined to my right by Ingmar. I'm not sure if his mic's been picked up there. We'll just try and fix that. But Wales win that first face-off as we get underway. Jack Hallett on the face for Wales. Slow it down, kick it back to Aaron Davey here. It's worth noting, before the tournament, all of the players submitted some exciting facts about themselves. We as commentators have been pretty rubbish at reading them out through the tournament, so during this matchup we will be reading them out freely to make sure that the players didn't waste their time. So Aaron Davey with this ball now. He gets it over the halfway line. And they get it down the line for the first attack. Going through now with Ben Stringer, comes up to Josh Simpson-Pink, who's been a key player for Wales so far this tournament. He gets it back up top to James Tiley. Tomo Rosser joins the attack. And we are underway. So James Tiley just pushing it there. Ben Stringer driving round. He's getting marked by Will McLeish. Goes up to Tin Pot. Joe Harris up there. He's kicking it through now. Down to Josh Simpson-Pink. He's getting marked by Drew Lindsay. Being patient with it here. Of course, these two teams sort of back-to-back defeats before triumphant wins yesterday. Wales taking down the home nation Poland, and Scotland with a big win on a very muddy field against Spain in the early evening. Tomo Rosser just going on the dodge there. And he gets the first goal. You can see what it means to him. He just tucks his shoulder underneath Seb Howarth, goes to the crease, sticks it past Tapia Cleaver-Ross. Fantastic goal. As I mentioned, the fun fact. Fun fact about Tomo Rosser, he does actually shower exclusively in the dark. Doesn't like to shower with the lights on at all, but a fantastic finish from him. See what it means to him. He's a proud Welshman. Both. I'm not too sure if you can hear Ingmar at home. I think his mic may be struggling. Not sure if one of the connections has come a little bit loose. But as Wales get another face-off win there from Jack Hallett. They kick it back. They've 2 for 2 on the face-offs. Aaron Davey now, yet again, with the ball to clear it. He's a competent ball handler, Aaron Davey. He is passing it out wide. It's Harry Perry bringing it forward. Harry Perry, one of 12 members of Hillcroft Lacrosse Club, part of this game today. Very even split across the two teams. When I say they know each other well, I mean it. I get it down. It's a great ride from Scotland, but it's going to trickle now to Ben Stringer. Just settling now. Josh Simpson-Pink up top. He'll look to try and extend Wales' lead. Good defence. He kicks it down to Stringer, wearing those black socks, black boots yet again. It's not for me, that's for sure. Just patient with it. Jamie Chambers on that back door. He kicks it up. Joe Harris, Timperley Lacrosse Club, played his uni at MMU. He just kicks it all the way through now to Ben Stringer. Back up to Josh Simpson-Pink. Now Jamie Chambers looks to engage on Scott Wallace. He gets his hands free. 2-0 here to Wales in the early doors. It's a great little move from Jamie Chambers. He goes down the alley, rolls back, gets his hands free, sticks it in the back of the net. He just reading on the little fact sheet here. Apparently Jamie Chambers' go-to karaoke song is in fact Happy Birthday. I know he's not very good with lyrics, so something that he'll sing often. It's not a bad shout. Great goal from him. Just going down for the face-off yet again. I know Coach Steph, the Scotland face-off coach, hoping his team can turn things round. Big shout out to Coach Steph's wife Yvonne, 2 daughters Evelina and Aurelia, who are watching at home at Dunblane. Future face-off unit, I think, for Scotland there. But They fall again as Wales get the third possession of this game. Look to really twist the dagger here for Scotland. Great move and patient there, kicks it out. It's a good take from Ben Stringer. He flicks it out to the second goal scorer, Jamie Chambers. He's getting marked by Brooklands' Douglas Junior. He's got a fan base out here, that's for sure. As Joe Harris looks to engage. He goes for the roll, kicks it through. Back out to Tom O'Rossa, who scored that first goal. And Wales just being patient. Josh Simpson-Pink for the effort, and a big save from Tobias Cleaver-Ross. He was, of course, a past Hillcroft lacrosse player, Tobias Cleaver-Ross, and Scotland's keeper on the bench, who had an outstanding performance yesterday against the Spanish. He's a current keeper for Hillcroft. That, of course, is Stephen Shaw. Scotland just being patient with it, trying to get their first attack. And that's Callum Barrett, who scored a fantastic goal yesterday in that Spain game. He kicks it over to Ethan Swenson, who's been electric for Scotland so far this tournament. Gets his hands free, kicks it down. Eli Cross, 2-1. Fantastic transition. They were really quiet on that. They slowed down that initial clear. Nice little pass from Callum Barrett, finds Ethan Swenson, who dodges straight away, kicks it down. And a nice little finish from Eli Cross, who interestingly couldn't do 10 press-ups until the age of 16, which is impressive for him to go from there to now playing international lacrosse, doing a very good job at that as he gets his team one back here. Scotland still searching for that first face-off win, and it'll be Aidan Smith at the X for them. A great little scrap. Chris Willocks comes up with it, and he comes up with it again. He's got a call for a ward. It looked like a hold to me, but I'm not dressed like a highlighter, so I'm not making those calls. Goes down to Josh Simpson-Pink, through to Ben Stringer. Don't know if you're back with us in the room here, Ingmar. I can't hear. If anyone's watching at home, if you can hear Ingmar, please do let us know. If not, we'll try and fix that at the quarter as Josh Simpson-Pink kicks it back up top to Joe Harris. Tom O'Rossa coming back onto the field. A big check there from Chris Willocks. Just being patient now, Wales. Josh Simpson-Pink plays his lacrosse at Wilmslow Lacrosse Club, formerly of England under-20s. He comes inside, takes a shot, hits the side netting. Toby Cleaver-Ross gets the opportunity to clear. Dougie Toonian with that crossfield pass. They'll get things going now. Drew Lindsay on the ball, plays at St John's, down to Will McLeish, formerly of Tufts. Now Eli Cross just taking the fizz out of it. Feel like they could add more play on in this game for Scotland. 6 minutes 45 left in this quarter. Tiny hands Tom Gilbrook on the ball. He kicks across to Chris McKinnon. Dan McQuaid, 35 years old and 1 day today. It was his birthday yesterday. He had a fantastic outing against Spain. Now he's looking to get things through. Just into attack here. Tom Gilbrook driving round. Tiny hands Tom. There's a lot of movement inside. He's, of course, going up against Joe Harris. Shout out Tim Blower watching at home, supporting his Tim Pot teammate Joe Harris. Jack Crawley looking to engage on Tom O'Rossa, comes down the alley, gets his hands free, kicks it round. It's quick movement from Scotland as Tom Gilbrook just taking the fizz out of it on that backside. He'll look to re-engage. It's aggressive defence from Joe Harris. Let's engage now. Nice move underneath. Goes back, it's great defence from Joe Harris. Jack Crawley just driving down, he'll look to get his hands free. Just sends it wide. That's an old-fashioned Jack Crawley. Don't look at the goal, just hope it goes in sort of shot. It didn't that time, but the team back it up. Dan McQuaid now. Driving round. course, the piper for Scotland, Dan McQuaid, his pass just goes wayward. This field is a little bit bubbly, a little bit bouncy, of course, the pitch that Scotland played on. And did belly slides on yesterday, deemed unfit today. Jack Crawley with another big shot there. So we have moved on to one of the warm-up fields for this fixture. Cross a little bit longer. It's not too bad, but just a bit bobbly in places. Tom Gilbert looking to engage once again on Joe Harris. Good defence there from the Welsh lad. Chris McKinnon kicks it through. They're being active here. Matt Raworth kicking it up to roommate Dan McQuaid. The backside, Eli Cross. Really good defensive set from Wales. They're tight, they're marking cutters. Really making it difficult for the Scotland offence. Surely tiring. Shot just goes wide. Matthew Raworth, formerly of Wilmslow. Of course, plays his lacrosse at Poynton. He'll go to work now on Tom Porter, a teammate of Joe Harris, for the tin pots. As Joe Harris helps him out there on the double, but Matt Raworth coming back up with the ball. Gives it through. Dan McQuaid. What a finish from him. He's a key player for this squad, not just on the bagpipes, but on his finishing ability as well. Yeah, he's the only player on the field, I believe, that actually has watched Mean Girls 73 times. So, I mean, I'll be interested to know if someone else on the field has watched it that many times. It is a great film, of course, but, you know, I'm not sure it's that great, but he seems to like it. Fantastic finish for him off the feed from Christian McKinnon. Big face off here. A fantastic win yet again from Jack Hallett. A massive hit there from Uncle Dan McQuaid. Gets the flag for playing the check on the floor. Seemed like it may have been quite high. Just stopping all clocks. I think that was Paul Chapman. Just getting hit on the turn there. We hope he is not too beat up. It's been fantastic for Wales this tournament. Just takes his helmet off and just gets a little bit of assessment from Wales physio Lydia Hewitt there. Of course, former Wales ladies player, daughter of attacking coordinator Nick Hewitt also. Big round of applause from the massive crowd we've got out today. We're hoping it's nothing too serious, of course, but it's great to see him being able to walk off the field himself, and hopefully we'll see him re-enter the game. Of course, Dan McQuaid serving that penalty. Cross check, 2 minutes for a cross check from the official. So an opportunity for Wales to start getting things ticking.
Here we go.
Their first man up play here. Ball up to Josh Simpson-Pink. Across to Joe Harris. If you're just tuning in, it's 2 apiece in this fierce rivalry between Scotland in the blue and Wales in the white. 2 early goals from Wales, answered well by Scotland. But a big hit from number 33, Dan McQuaid, gives Wales 2 minutes of man-up opportunities that they'll want to use. They kick it up top, Josh Simpson-Pink, he's got a shot on him. That one goes wide. Interestingly enough, he scored a late goal on an open net. Josh Simpson-Pink in the last game. I spoke to attacking coordinator James Perrin, who told me he was told to shoot wide to back up the ball, but obviously his shooting's not very good, so it went in anyway. Of course, I'm joking. He's been fantastic this tournament. Want to get dialed in as soon as possible. Comes back up to him now. Back down to Ben Stringer. Joe Harris. Back to Stringer. Skip it through. Alex Williams. One more. It's a great look. It's a great look indeed. Ball just going inside to James Tiley. He misses that quick stick. Scotland really soaking up this 2 minute penalty. Obviously led by Tobias Cleaver-Ross in goal. He hits PB for squat in the build-up to this competition. 62.5 kg he managed to get as he makes a big save there. And it's a push. The ball's going to Wales. It's a big call from the official. I'm not sure how long's left on this penalty, but they've done really well, man down. 4 poles, and of course Scott Wallace in there as well for Scotland as it comes through to Paul Simpson. He kicks it inside. Joe Harris, you meant to put that within the orange bars, my friend. He puts it wide. Back it up here, and the penalty is released. They've managed to defend it well. 2 minutes, man down's never an easy task. Well, that will give them a big boost with 45 seconds left in this quarter. Costa bench stringer now. Big move from him. Paul Simpson kicks it out now. Joe Harris down to Josh Simpson-Pink. Stringer looking to get things going, kicks it in to James Tiley. Another massive stop from Tobias Cleaver-Ross. Seemed to have hurt his thumb a little bit there, Toby. Ben Matthews, a long-time servant of this Scotland team. He claims today's his last outing for them. I think he'll be persuaded after a few beers to come back. Oh, it's just after the whistle, no goal. What a finish that was from Ethan Swenson. He's annoyed, but I'm sure he'll going to get another one later in the game. That is quarter time, 2 apiece here. Fantastic first quarter between these two fierce rivals. Hopefully in the second quarter I will be joined by my colleague Ingmar. We'll try and get his mic working. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. From Wales, but a good ride from Chris Willocks, and Matty Raworth comes up with a big ground ball there. Great work from Chris Willocks to just ride hard and get the team back to the ball. Through now, Eli Cross just dodging the referee there. Yeah. Now Dan McQuaid behind with the ball. Getting things going. Christy McKinnon. I think now I should have my colleague Ingmar with me.
Yeah, it took me a couple of minutes to wake up, but here I am.
Just enjoying this sunshine. But Christian McKinnon getting marked by James Tiley, Ethan Swenson. What a finish for him. We saw him with a big attempt down the other end as the whistle went before, deemed just a little bit late, but he gets his first of the day with a nice assist off Christian McKinnon there. As mentioned, in the first quarter, all the players did submit facts leading into the tournament, and we have been rubbish at reading them out, so just finding Ethan's here. Ethan apparently has a ritual. He always puts his left sock and then his left shoe, and then he puts his right sock and his right shoe.
Wow.
I'd normally go sock and shoe, but hey, if it works, he's been playing well this tournament, so who am I to knock a superstition? Great work from him there with a big finish in his left hand.
Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Indeed. And big shout out, number 51 on the face, who is about to come up with the ball here. Oh, he gets a push. It's going blue. Yeah, Rhys Jeffrey Duncan, the face-off taker there, number 51. It's his 50th appearance today, his 50th cap for this Scotland national team. Another one who claims he's going to give it up after this tournament. But he's a player who embodies what it means to be a Scotland lacrosse player, and I know how much this programme means to him. So I won't be surprised if we see him knocking about again.
Yeah, and he was also so important yesterday in that win versus Spain, so it would be a shame if he would hang up his boots.
Certainly, even if he doesn't come back as a player, I know how much he loves this programme, and I'm sure we'll see him on a sideline wearing a Scotland lacrosse polo, shouting abuse as Coach Steph's assistant face-off coordinator. Morgan Brown now, his first time on the ball. Out to Jack Crawley. Across to Dan McQuaid, who got the opener. Well, no, I think he got the second of the equaliser for Scotland, sorry. He obviously has taken the lead for the first time this game. Jack Crawley driving down. And a great check there from Joe Harris. Big Jarris on the play. And he gets it back for his team. Aaron Davey. Calm as you like. Shout out to Grandad Jim. Jim Davey has been, he's learned how to operate YouTube to be able to support his grandson here.
It's amazing. You know, and his father was reffing the game before, right?
Yeah, I believe Jim didn't care about his son's reffing and only tunes in to watch Aaron, who's put up some fantastic performances this tournament. So I hope you're with us today again, Jim. Harry Perry coming down with it now. On the line. Hopkins looking to push it. Kicks it down to club teammate at Hillcroft. Through to Jamie Chambers. And Josh Simpson-Pink on the ball. Stringer just moving it through X. It's a low pass. Jamie Chambers takes it well. Talking of superstitions, the pole down there, number 55 for Scotland, Dougie Toonian. Apparently, every time he steps on the field, he refuses to cross the line with his left foot. It's always got to be his right foot. He likes that consistency in his game, and he's a very consistent player for this Scotland team. Jamie Chambers now looking to get things going. Of course, Scotland 1 goal up as things stand, just over 10 minutes to go. Really patient offense. And Josh Simpson-Pink, who's been pivotal for this Wales team this tournament, he gets his first goal. Some big goals in that win against Poland yesterday. I don't know if you've got his fun fact there, Ingmar.
Yeah, well, it was a great finish, and apparently he only eats blue foods on game day. Swears it boosts his reaction time. And interesting, because his last name is Pink.
Yeah, well, you can see he's the pink stick and the pink cue collar. I'm not sure there's many pink foods, so he opts for the blue ones. It clearly works. His reactions look sharp there as he turned inside and put it back to Tobias Cleaver-Ross. Another big face-off battle here. Jack Hallett going up against Rhys Jeffrey Duncan. And a really contested battle. I don't know how the The far guy's called that. I think that's a questionable call, I would say.
Yeah.
But something needs to happen because it wasn't coming out. And Alex Williams just doing really well to get his hands free. He kicks it up top. It's good to see Paul Chapman back on the field after that big hit midway through that first quarter. 3 apiece here. Comes across to James Tiley. He's dodging on Chris Willocks. Moving it well here. It's Will Monks. Good defence from Callum Barrett. Josh Simpson-Pink now. And a kick across. Tommy Rosser, who opened the scoring here today. Defending well against him is Seb Howarth. I say that as Tomo gets the top side of him. His shot, not very good. Swinging it through. James Tiley now. Scored Wales' first goal of the tournament on their opening night matchup against Sweden. Good defence there from Chris Willocks, but Tiley gets his hands free. Toby makes a save, and now Drew Lindsay's pushing it. Great work. Oh, you see how frustrated Matty Raworth is there. Selfless play from the Scots. Moved it really sharply.
Yeah, very nice tic-tac-toe play there. Just unfortunately, that last pass can't connect.
Yeah, I think all the Scotland attackers are 6 foot with heels on. 5'6" in reality, so a high pass like that is going to go out of bounds. So Aaron Davey just brings it out. That's Harry Perry with it. Back to Aaron Davey. Back to Harry Perry. He looks to push it now. Down the line, Finn Sykes. And we've got a timeout for Wales. Good call there as Scotland's starting to put the pressure on as things crossed. 3 apiece here. It's a fantastic matchup. I wonder what the coaches have to say on that far side. I think Wales are going to have a nice offensive set here. How would you set up, having watched this Wales defence, Ingmar? This Scotland defence.
Well, I'm actually really impressed by both teams' offense. They're really patient, really trying to get that perfect shot off. They're in no rush, but they are dodging with purpose, and that's great to see. And I think it's going to be another long possession for Wales here with some nice dodging up from the midfield, and they're going to look for a backside cut or someone open on the backside.
Certainly. It'll be Coach James Perrin leading the team sort of there for the Wales attack. I mentioned him a couple of times already. He actually studied calligraphy in school, James Perrin, interestingly enough. He's a Wales legend. He's played several tournaments himself. And he actually refuses to sign autographs for fans unless he's got his quill with him. He exclusively writes with a quill pen.
Can you blame him? You know, you can't disregard an artist like that.
Exactly, it's an art after all. And club teammate of mine, I know I look forward to seeing his membership forms every year when he fills them in. Really is a work of art. Of course, brother of former Wales coach back in 2010, Jason Perrin. Big figure around in the game around Europe, coached multiple national teams. Will Monks with it now. Kicks it down to another legend of Wales lacrosse, Paul Simpson, who's the top goal scorer in Israel for them. Now, the ripe young age of 21. Get it through now, Joe Harris.
Yeah, like I said before, it's a really patient offense here by Wales. They're really taking that perfect shot, but that was a stick-to-stick shot there and an easy save for Scotland goalie.
Yeah, I know Toby, in preparation for this tournament, has been working on his chirps. That's an area of a game he wants to work on. Not sure he gave out any chirps there, but he's a nice guy, Toby. Very nice guy. Comes out to Will McLeish now. He's got Joe Carrison ahead of him. Good move from Joe Carrison there. Gets it across and dishes it off to Chris Willocks. Gets it down the line now. Matt Raworth with the ball. It's a tiny hands, Tom Gilbrook. Pride of Glasgow. 6 minutes to go now in this quarter, in this half. 3 apiece. It's been a low-scoring game, but there's been a lot of action so far. Some very good defensive sets from both sides and patient offences and some big saves from both keepers.
Definitely, definitely. And again, now also Scotland here with a patient offense, really looking for that perfect shot. And can you blame him?
Kick out from Tom Gilbrook. He gets it back. Joe Harris with some really good defence here. Kick in, great take from Chris McKinnon, a little flick, fantastic goal. That is an unbelievable little flick in there from Christian McKinnon. And then the just shiftiness from Chris Willocks there with the finish. I believe, if his fact sheet is correct, he's a part-time Pilates instructor, Chris Willock. I think his flexibility showed there as he dodged into the crease and turned quickly to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I can't deny that. Maybe we'll get a question about that later with the after-match interviews.
Of course, his second outing for the Scotland side. Played back in San Diego as well for them. Great fight there. Aidan Smith kicking it out. Another one of that Hillcroft massive. He's shocked that he's been called for a push there. That was interesting. It's not what I saw, but Josh Simpson-Pink looking to dodge. Another Hillcroft player, Ben Matthews, does so. Toby Cleaver-Ross with another big save. Scotland come away with it now with a ball in the stick of Callum Barrett. Comes into Scott Wallace, just falls low from Dan McQuaid. Eli Cross picks it up, and it is a timeout Scotland.
It's a good time to call a timeout. It's second quarter, and I believe that's the first timeout for Scotland in this half. And only with just about 4 minutes to play. It's a very nice timeout because you can't take the timeouts into the next half. You have to, as a coach, you have 2 timeouts, or as a team, you have 2 timeouts per half. So smart play there.
Certainly was. The battle in this game really is coming off that facing law. Obviously, Wales, I think, just winning the percentages. Obviously, great work from Jack Hallett fighting away on that face. I think Aidan Smith was really close there with a nice little fight. But Scotland face-off unit, if you look to the far side, just having a little talk on how they're going to manage it. That's being led by head coach Matt Bagley and coach Steph. I can't pronounce his last name. I believe no one on the team can spell his last name. It's his little fun fact. But they'll look to try and shift the tide with how they manage those face-offs. But it is going to be Scotland starting with it here, with Ethan Swenson, a young lad out of Arizona, was born in Scotland. His whole family here supporting, very vocal on the sideline throughout the tournament. Very nice family as well, I must say. Ethan Swenson with it now. Kicks it up to Tiny Hands Tom. Another member of Hillcroft Lacrosse Club, as is this man. Roll. Kicks it down. Dan McQuaid on the turn. Good backup from Eli Cross. Scotland will go again. Notice there's a number of balls on the back line here. That number is depleting as the game goes on, as there's only one backstop dead centre in the goal.
Yeah.
So these wayward shots are...
they're done.
Yeah, they're gone.
Back to the campsite, right next to the field. Who's probably going to be able to start a new lacrosse club after there today.
So hope none of them hit your RV as Jack Crawley gets his hands free. It's a fantastic finish from Jack Crawley. Just a big hitch, makes Jack Hallett fall, gets his hands free and puts it in that bottom corner. I do have an interesting fact about Jack Crawley. He loves to be prepared going into games. Well, I believe he loves to be prepared so much in life in general that he has been cutting his hair in the shape of a receding hairline for a number of years in preparation for when his hair finally starts to recede. So his preparation and his scouting on goalie Aaron Davey has clearly worked there as he buries that in the bottom corner.
That's impressive. That's a lot of maintaining.
It is, but if it works, it works. We were talking about the face-off in that timeout. This time, Wales come up with it again. James Tiley on the ball. They'll get things moving again through X. 5-3 the score to Scotland in the blue as things stand. It's the experience of Paul Simpson trying to initiate the attack there. Good move from Ben Stringer, but Drew Lindsay just equal to it. Ball comes up top. So he's dodging on goal scorer Tomo Rossa. He's dodging on goal scorer Chris Willocks there. Joe Harris getting his hands free. Simo to Josh Simpson-Pink. His second goal of the day. Points over to mum Joe Pink. His girlfriend Alicia on the sideline. Fantastic finish from him and a well-worked, patient offence from Wales. I'm sure you'd agree, Ingmar.
Yeah, great shot.
Yeah.
What can I say? Time, room, he had all the opportunity there and just went over the head of Scotland goalkeeper there.
Certainly. Well, I'll tell you what you can say about that goal. We can give you another little fun fact about Josh Simpson-Pink. His lucky number, you'll see him wearing number 10. He used to have a lucky number of number 7 until he lost a little bit on a roulette table, I believe, and then his superstition went out the window. But great work from him. Gets his team in it. Drew Lindsay coming up with it now. Just under 1. Scotland will call their final.
No, it's going to be an interference there by, I think, Scotland and Chapman. Oh,
and now Wales.
Now we do have
their
a timeout.
Yeah. Good call. I thought the timeout was going to go the other way. I just assumed that that's what it was going to be with Drew Lindsay having the ball in his stick there. But it's been a very good half so far.
Yeah, from both of these teams. Very impressed by both offense and defenses. Definitely Wales is now trailing a bit. Also very impressed by Scotland offense and defense. But I'm actually more impressed by the washing procedure of Scotland because after the game yesterday from Spain, everything was so dirty. It looked absolutely terrible. And I'm definitely going up to their team manager after the game to get a hold on their washing procedure because everything looks spick and span now.
Certainly. If I'm right in saying, I believe face-off number 51, Rhys Jeffrey Duncan, was the man in charge of doing the washing because he wanted everyone to do a belly slide. The only agreement of them all doing it was that he would do their washing. So good on him.
Sounds fair, yeah.
Getting his team together. Obviously his 50th cap today. It's been a true great of this Scotland lacrosse programme. First outing was the Unit 19 Worlds back in 2012 in Finland. That was his first showing. He also played the European Championships that summer, 2012, which was in Amsterdam, I believe. Was that 2012?
Yep, it was Amsterdam. It was actually a great tournament with Ireland winning the bronze there. No, sorry, silverware there, and then it was Sweden with the bronze. And unfortunately enough, I was on the losing side of that bronze medal game. But enough about those dark days. Back to the bright, sunny Wroclaw today.
Ball up to Jamie Chambers now. He kicks it across. Will Monks passed it down to Ben Stringer. Sorry. Great little double screen there from Will Monks. Ben Stringer kicks it behind. Josh Simpson-Pink.
Oh,
that is something special. Paul Simpson. You can hear the Brooklands contingent next to us here. That was a fantastic little finish. Almost rolls, I want to say, about 600 degrees there. It's a circle and some. And he just flicks it in the back of the net and then sprints off full speed to celebrate with his teammates on the bench. Fantastic little look from behind from Josh Simpson-Pink.
Very nice. And I think he was out earlier, right? And
No, that was Paul Chapman.
Oh yeah, he's still out. I think
He's on the wing.
Yeah.
So
he is.
to see him
right.
back.
I do see another Wales player now on the getting some treatment. So I must excuse me for the confusion there. Now Chapman does a good job there with the ground ball hustle.
As we've got 4 seconds left, they'll just look to try and pick it up and get a shot. There won't be time for that. That is half time. It is a very even matchup here between the two home nations. We will be back in 10 minutes after a short break.
Commercial break! We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really, really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick. Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
two of the UK home nations. We have got Scotland in the blue, Wales in the white. There's been a change of keeper in the Wales goal. Jussi Groot coming in for Aaron Davey. Scotland's keeper remains the same, and Rhys Jeffrey Duncan comes up with the first face-off there. He flicks it out to Joe Kerrison. Great little face-off and a great little flick out from him.
Unusual pass, but
if it works, it works.
Definitely.
Dan McQuaid with it now. You got one in the first half. 1 goal, 2-minute penalty. So maybe 3 assists are coming. Who knows? Well, 1, 2, 3 on the game. It's Chris McKinnon. He's had a couple of good assists today. Tom Gilbrook now. Just spinning it through. Ethan Swenson kicks it back to Chris McKinnon. Chris McKinnon with a big dodge over the top. He gets his hands free. That's lodged in the fence behind the goal over there.
Very crafty.
There's a lot of speed on that. I think Jussi Groot yet to see a shot since coming on. He's glad that one went over. Matt Raworth driving now on former club teammate Finn Sykes. He comes inside and a big save there from Jussi. And then great work to keep the ball well from Owen Edwards. That close to the crease. It's difficult at times to keep your footwork. But fantastic job from him.
Really good, really good.
Look to clear it now. Jussi just over the top, back to Owen Edwards. He'll just take the fizz out of it. A bit too much. Eli Cross coming up with it. He just pulls it out. He will take the fizz out of it. He's back up to captain Tiny Hands Tom Gilbrook here.
Yeah, again, we're looking at a very long possession here by Scotland, really wearing down the Wales defense. And it's a similar line as what we have seen so far in the first half as well.
Certainly, Tom Gilbrook looking to engage now on Joe Harris. It's been a big matchup so far. Gilbrook getting the better there. He kicks it behind, back to him, off the pipe. It may have been a save. A great little scrap from Eli Cross there. I don't see any players near the crease, so I'm guessing it was on Tom Gilbrook from the shot. Good call from the official. It's getting quite hot out here. Might need to get the sun cream on. Let's hope the team's call a timeout so I can do so. Back to Jussi Groot now. Back out to Harry Perry. There's Crossfield there. He's got Finn Sykes down the line, doesn't go for him. Just goes back to his keeper there, Andrew Hopkins. Jussi Groot. Really, really patient. I think Scotland doing really well to cut out passes here. As Hopkins just gets it over, gives it to Joe Harris.
Great patience there by the Wales clear and the defense.
Was indeed. It's going to be the last tournament they're going to be able to be that patient. Obviously, next tournament, both these teams are going to be in the World Championships B, which will be featuring a shot clock and a clearing clock for the first time in international rules.
Yep. Similar to the sixes and the box lacrosse.
People like me that run slowly are in trouble.
Yep.
Kick up top now, Jamie Chambers. Nice little move from him. Down to Alex Williams, club teammate at Sheffield. Nice little move, gets his hands free.
Oh.
I don't really know what happened because Morgan Brown's dad, Tim, just stepping in the way as all the action happened. But they get it back now, Wales. Back with Jamie Chambers up top. And he dropped it there. It's a great pick up from Joe Kerrison. He goes down one-handed. And a big shot from Joe Harrison. Joe Kerrison, sorry. And of course, got Joe Kerrison mixed with Joe Harris there. Mix the two names together. Dougie Tooney,
Wow.
the pride of Brooklands. And a big little play. Keeps the ball for his team. Timeout called. Scotland will get the right personnel on and look to attack here.
Very crafty there from
Douglas
Tooney.
Tooney, yeah. Certainly was. And it was a nice little attack from Joe Carrison initially. Took that shot, and it's unfortunate. We saw Joe Carrison running down one-handed a little bit there. He actually, he often, even though he's a long pole, will often train one-handed for an entire training session. He thinks it's really good to be able to ward in a way that the referees can't see that you're warding.
Yeah.
So he really likes to work on that and be able to use that free arm to just nudge his opponents before he can bring that hand back on. So
yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, that's a very handy skill to have, and definitely in this game.
Yeah, we say that, but maybe if he practiced with two hands on, his shot might have gone in there.
Also true.
Great work. His first outing for the Scotland team, Joe Carrison. Picked up playing lacrosse at Loughborough University.
Seen a lot of players from that university already in this tournament.
Have indeed.
I know on the Netherlands team there is one Hayden Kreitz, and also on this team, both teams, right? Are a couple of players are only on.
There's a few on Scotland. I think Tom O'Ross are on Wales. We've got Aidan Smith, Tobias Cleaver-Ross. So quite a few in this game. Jack Crawley just looking to get things going. Still goalless 5 minutes into this second half. Morgan Brown with the ball. Goes back to Jack Crawley. Across to Ethan Swenson now, who has been very active all tournament for Scotland. And he is again there, but a big save from Yossi Groot. He's read that really well. Braver man than me wearing trackies in this heat.
Yeah, but it worked for him. They look really good, actually. Probably going to ask him after the game where he got him.
Nice crossfield pass there. A nice little dime to the middle, but he misses the catch, Jack Hallett. Callum Barrett kicks it into Jack Crawley. He gets stripped by Finn Sykes. Finn Sykes, interestingly enough, speaking to his family earlier, can only count to 49.
Wow.
Interesting. Yeah, he's an engineer as well, so I know they do a lot of maths and multiplication. So maybe he's never needed to count higher than that.
That's true, and thankfully his number is 29.
It's nice and easy then, isn't it? So we are back in now for Scotland. Morgan Brown on the ball. He's joining midfield with Christian McKinnon, Tom Gilbrook, and then that same attacking line, Eli Cross, Matt Roworth, and Dan McQuaid. As it comes to Dan McQuaid now, he kicks up to Christian McKinnon, gets his... Oh my God. What a finish that was from him. He just dropped his hand, just stuck it clean in that top corner. What a finish from Christian McKinnon.
Placement is outstanding there.
He's only 18 years old, and he might be 17 actually. I know he's got one more year of high school yet to commit. He's got a few colleges he's in talks with in the States. He's still waiting for the right one.
Well, he definitely has to send this highlight. We'll get him offers anywhere.
I'm sure he'll remove our voices from it though.
Yeah, that's
put
better,
over some
way
rubbish
better,
dubstep or something like that. As Rhys Jeffrey Duncan comes up with it now. Good fight there. Dan McQuaid. Yet again, ever reliable. He's getting marked by Harry Perry. He's trying to Harry Perry's girlfriend Alice, the chairman of Hillcroft, a little bit earlier. Apparently he's got a weird superstition that if they win a game, he doesn't wash his socks and he re-wears them. Oh. The weather that we had yesterday, I hope he at least dried them.
Yeah, I hope so too. Maybe a worm inside out, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, who are we to judge, really?
That's true. They're the elite athletes here, and we're just admiring their craft as Jack Crawley looks to engage now. Scotland, of course, 6-5 up in this one. Kick it down. Jack Crawley again. He sticks it in the back net. It's a nice little well-worked goal. A few little phases from Scotland. And Jack Crawley, we said earlier he likes to do his preparation on a keeper. They've switched keepers and he clearly knows where to shoot there. He sticks that in the top corner. Just out the reach of Yossi. Yossi, of course, a left-handed keeper.
Yeah, actually, sorry, I was not really looking at the goal scored. I was just obsessed with his sweatpants. I'm sorry.
That's understandable. He has been very good since he's come on, Yossi. Some very big saves, some nice and controlled clears, which has it's been solid. But Scotland scoring the 2 lone goals in this quarter as they lead 7-5. Great face yet again from Rhys Jeffrey Duncan. Gets his hands free. Bounces off number 9, Finn Sykes.
What a hero move there from him. Just eating that shot.
Big shot. Dan McQuaid. That's all come from that face-off. It was a changing point in that first half. Scotland struggling to get the ball, but they seem to have got the number of Jack Hallett a little bit better in this half, Scotland, as Aidan Smith walks out. Aidan Ross. Yeah, interestingly, he claims with a lot of conviction that he actually coined the term YOLO. He thinks he created that one, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's been around for some time. He's not that old, but nice fight from him on the face-off there. He just loses his foot in, but he managed to goose it out to Chris Willocks. And now attack, he kicks it out to Lacrosse. And we've got a late hit there from Finn Sykes.
Just a little bit too much intensity there from him. I mean, I can understand you really want to make a statement now with 3 goals chasing, but just a little bit too much intensity from him. But can you blame him?
Yeah, 8-5 the score. He's a player that plays with a lot of passion. You see him, along with all these other teammates before a Wales game, really screaming that a cappella rendition of the Welsh national anthem. But his passion got the better of him there, I'd say.
Yeah.
So he goes to serve a minute. Scotland now 4 minutes 12 in this quarter. That looks like a melted ice cream. That's a sign of the heat here. Tiny hands Tom Gilbrook kicking it across. Oh, lovely little pass there from Chris McKinnon and a skip through. Good work. I think that was Jack Hallett getting a stick and blocking that shot from Ethan Swenson. He's had one today. Comes up to Tom Gilbrook. Chris McKinnon skips it to the back. Lovely finish. Dan McQuaid gets his 3rd goal of the game. Fantastically worked goal. Scotland 9-5, really in control here.
Yeah, you can really see a hand on the knees with that's number 8. That's Harry Perry. Hand on the knees, and they look a little down. Wales now. You know, it's 9-5.
Yeah,
and they're really trailing hard now.
Yeah, they've got a change of face-off guy. Will Graham coming in. He also has been a standout player for Wales on the face when he's been needed throughout this tournament. He'll be looking to change the tide of those last few face-offs. As Finn Sykes returns to the field also. Actually, no, Tom Roper comes on in Finn Sykes' place after that penalty. I think the coach is clearly deeming 1 minute not enough. And we've got a big hit through the back there. Rhys Jeffrey Duncan, his 40th birthday tomorrow. It's amazing that he can still take those hits and get back up.
Yeah, impressive. And another flag flying. It's going to be interesting what the call is here. Another flag. Oh, here we go.
Just heating up. It's a sign of what this game means to these boys. See what we've got here. The referee's just going to come out of the way and discuss it while they've separated players. We're going to have Rhys Jeffrey Duncan and Dan McQuaid serving a penalty. It looks like the other player may be Owen Edwards potentially, but we'll wait to see their call.
Yeah, here on the left, I've heard the phrase, a lot of angry young men. Well, with 40 years old, you know, very nice to hear that you're still an angry young man. I would definitely be so.
Certainly. Fun fact about Rhys Jeffrey Duncan, actually. We spoke about him a lot today. Obviously, potentially his last game for Scotland. He said that before, but he's actually been in witness protection for the last 13 years. His real identity is actually Benjamin Olatunji, so I've been told. So, either way, he is a great at this Scotland team. A staple for years gone by. I think Wales will most likely start with the ball here. They've been starved of it in this quarter, thanks to Jeffrey Duncan and Aidan Smith being so fantastic on the face-off, and they want to get something going with a man-up opportunity. Josh Simpson-Pink practicing his toe drag at the top. He's had a couple big goals today.
Yeah, definitely. And
just taking the time here, the referees. I don't know if they took snacks to that meeting, but looks like they've come to a decision now.
I see some tea handing out. You know, hydration is key. You know,
Of
in
course.
these circumstances, you know, you need to take time for yourself, and you know, a little tea is the best hydration there is, I believe.
So we've got a hold technical on Rhys Jeffrey Duncan, I believe. Chris McKinnon stood in the way here, so it's difficult for me. Now they're talking about everything else. Now Josh Simpson-Pink's in the way. You can see it better than me. I'll just count how many people are on the bench afterwards. Seb Howarth looking to sub off there, one of the Scotland captains. Fun fact, he regularly has Bob Ross nights with his friends, so he claims. They dress up with the Bob Ross throw and all paint lovely scenic pictures whilst the video plays.
Very nice, very nice.
Lovely that. It's lives out in Copenhagen. I think it's a very Copenhagen pastime, I would say.
Yep.
Nice and peaceful.
I wonder if we could, you know, get our hands on one of those works.
Maybe we can auction it off.
Yeah.
I'll have a word with him. But it is going in the way of... I think they've taken longer deciding than how long's left in this quarter. 2 minutes 35 on the clock. Looks like it is going to be a reface, interestingly enough. So we've got a player each in the bench for one apiece in the bench. Dan McQuaid, who thought he was getting sent off, is no longer off. There's one player serving for Wales who I think may be Owen Edwards. But he's in a very relaxed foot up position, and I can't actually see his number. But a fantastic face there from Will Graham. Gets it down to Josh Simpson-Pink. We are in an even situation. I don't know for how long. Great move from Ben Stringer. He's looking to get things going for this Wales offence. Kicks it up to Joe Harris. Cross to Tomo Rosser now. Back to Joe Harris. Pinky. Through to Alex Williams. Pass up to Josh Simpson-Pink. Back to Jarris. He's getting marked by Joe Kerrison. Tomo Rosser now. Nice little move from him. Good defence from Chris Willox. Ball gets swung to Ben Stringer. It's Joe Harris kicking it across. Josh Simpson-Pink. Rolls over the top. Good slide from Dougie Toonian. Recovery.
Just misses the net.
Yeah, recovery from Joe Kerrison. Just a little bit late there. Tomo Rosser wide open for a little quick stick, but he sends it over. Now both penalties are released, so we are still full strength. I was about to say back two, but Simo with that fantastic goal in the first half. The little turn, he'll be hoping to add another one here. Kick it out. It's Tiley now. Kicks it behind. Joe Harris. Still Joe Harris. Good defence from Joe Kerrison. But Joe Harris getting the better of him there as he gets his hands free and kicks it to Pinky. Goes across to Stringer, flicks it up to Simo, skips it all the way through. Joe Harris handles it well, can't get it to go. And it's good defence. It's called in the crease.
I would say play on there because the ball was already in Scotland's favor, and now they have to wait. Otherwise, they would probably have a good fast break opportunity there, maybe.
Certainly.
From the unsettled play.
Certainly. Chris Willocks will get it over now. 30 seconds on the clock. I don't know if it doesn't look like they're going to call a timeout. They're pushing things here. Matt Raworth with a nice roll. Does really well, but a good check. Drops the ball and Finn Sykes comes up with it. 10 seconds. We've got a push. It's going back to Scotland and Matt Raworth will look.
We just got 10 seconds left.
Call a strike there. He kicks it to McKinnon. Back to Morgan Brown. That's unfortunate. And that will be quarter time here. Just a little bit more one-sided. 4-0 the score in this quarter to Scotland. 9-5 the score overall. We will be back in just a couple minutes after quarter time. This 19th place, nope, that's not right, 13th place match-up between Scotland and Wales, a fiercely contested match-up. That 9-5, the score currently to Scotland in the blue. A lot of opportunities for both sides, some big moments for both keepers. Get a big face-off here. Just gonna go. A legal procedure from Will Graham there. Morgan Brown will start with the ball up top. Skips it across, tiny hands, Tom Gilbrook. Back to Morgan Brown. He's down the field now. Dan McQuaid, who's had 3 today. Of course, his birthday yesterday. Feel a little bit hard done by that the sun wasn't out on his birthday, but he's got it the day after. Back with
Just
Ethan
an extended
Swinton.
birthday, I would say.
Birthday weekend.
Birthday weekend, there we go.
Tom Gilbrook kicking it back down to Ethan Swenson now. Goes up top, Tom Gilbrook. Just moving it through well. This Scotland team, Ethan Swenson, kicks it all the way across. Matt Raworth just dropping the ball. And he just bounces off Matt Raworth there. Jack Hallett as he carries it over. Paul Simpson just to skip it through. Good little knockdown from Drew Lindsay there. Will McLeish will come out and be aggressive. Josh Simpson-Pink pulls it out. A 4-goal run for Scotland as things stand. Wales will want to get one back here. James Tiley coming onto the field. This is Jamie Chambers and Joe Harris. Stringer kicks it up. Cross to Joe Harris. He looks to dodge straight away here. Gets the better of Ethan Swenson, rolls back. Kick it down, Jamie Chambers. Gets to be aggressive. He's getting marked by Tom Gilbrook. Kick it up now. Joe Harris rolls back. Good defence from Morgan Brown. Just patient Wales here. Now we've got Josh Simpson-Pink. Another couple goals for him. He bumps off his player. Big hit from Ethan Swenson. And a big take. Nice little behind the back feed. Tiley couldn't quite get it to go, but in for a scrap here. We've got a loose ball push. On Tobias Cleaver-Ross. Ball's going blue. And Will McLeish will pick it up here. Kicks it over the top to Drew Lindsay. Pulls a big shot from outside, and Yossi Groot equal to it.
It's a really good save from him. You know, he wasn't dropping, he's just waiting for that shot to come. And especially with a long pole, it's hard to tell where that ball is coming from.
Certainly, but
we got here the Alex Harper Appreciation Society walking by.
Yeah, Harper unfortunately picking up an injury earlier on in the tournament, but nice to see him in good spirits on the other side of the pitch with his kilt out. Big hit there.
Another Wales player down. Unfortunately, already the second time we've seen this image on the field. Let's hope he's okay.
Scotland using this little referee's timeout to make a couple substitutions before this man up. We've got a 2-minute illegal body check for Will McLeish there. It's the second 2-minute penalty for Scotland today. 2 big hits, and just sits up now, Joe Harris. Just checking him out. 11:40 left in the game when we do restart. It's going to be a potential big loss for Wales. Just seen him walk off there. The help of Wales physio. It's a big loss. He's a big player, both ends of the field.
Yeah, I definitely think he would be on that man up for Wales right now.
Certainly, but that being said, they've got a good unit out there. I'm sure these 2 minutes, they failed to score in the previous 2-minute penalty in that first quarter. I'm sure they'll be able to work something here. Their man-up's been particularly good all tournament. Things moving down to Simo now. Up to Jamie Chambers. Goes through X, James Tiley. Skips it up. Josh Simpson-Pink now. Big screen from Tomo. Jamie Chambers. Things moving. Pinky kicks it back up. Stringer. Jamie Chambers back to Simo. It's good ball movement, and it's not a bad effort. Josh Simpson-Pink backing that one up. So we've had a couple today. It's a bounce pass.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, particularly on this ground.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bobbly. Pass down. Josh Simpson-Pink soaking that pressure from Joe Kerrison. Good ball move. Nice little no-look pass to Tomo Rosser.
Oh, nice goal.
He got Wales' first goal to open the scoring today, and he's got another big one there. Tomo Rosser. I believe he holds the UK record for the under-12s park run. Tomo Rosser. I think he was 22 when he entered that race. So it's cheating if you ask me, but
well, maybe he still identifies as U12. Who are we to say and to judge?
Either way, he's identified as a big player for Wales in this game. He gets a goal, Wales call a timeout so that penalty doesn't run down. They're going to need a big performance on the face-off if they're going to close that gap, which stands at 3 at the moment. 9-6 to score, Scotland's favour. We just about 10 minutes left in this quarter. Players coming back out. We spoke about Coach Steph a little bit earlier and how he was trying to turn the game around for Scotland. He obviously represented Scotland himself back in Denver when they got in Blue Division. I believe, if I'm right in saying, he actually takes a copy of Where's Wally with him everywhere. But it's a copy that he's completed. So if he's ever feeling a bit deflated and feel like things are going against him, he can get an easy win by finding Wally again in his Where's Wally. So I rate it. It's good character building. Scotland, confidence here. Obviously, they've only got one person on the wing. They've opted not to put a pole on, so if they do lose it, they're going to be 5-man with 2 shorties. But Rhys Jeffrey Duncan flicks it forward to himself. Great hustle there from Chris Willocks to kick it out. And Dan McQuaid just soaking, taking the heat out of it, getting it right out. Good turnover for Wales. Finn Sykes passes it across. Owen Wilson does well to get it under control. And we're down to Paul Simpson now. There was a whistle on the field behind us. I got really confused thinking it was on us. Referee's clearly doing a good job over there.
So whistle with determination. And,
Will turn. That 2-minute penalty is over for Will McLeish. Seb Howarth who will come on to fill in. Seb Howarth, one of the captains for this Scotland side. Ball comes out to Josh Simpson-Pink, kicking it down now to Tomo Rossa. And a big save from Toby Cleaver-Ross. But that experience from Paul Simpson, just to collect it and just roll it home, is fantastic. All of a sudden, it's a 2-goal game here, Ingmar.
yeah, that's very interesting. And we still have about 9 minutes to play. Yep, that's what I'm seeing here on the scoreboard. So everything to play for here. It's excellent rebound there. It came off the goalie and he picked it up, and he was so calm in front of the goal. Very impressive to see. He was so calm and just tucked it away behind the goalie. Very nice goal there.
Yeah, it certainly was. Regularly frequents Wednesday night bingo at his local retirement village, Paul Simpson. He's not retired from lacrosse just yet though. The ball gets carried down. It comes to him again. A little behind the back pass, makes his way to Simpson-Pink. Big start from Toby Cleaver-Ross. And he's deemed closest. Good hustle from him. And that was a big play from the Scotland keeper.
Definitely.
They are yet to get on the scoreboard this quarter. Dougie Tunian passing it across now. Fun fact about Dougie Tunian, 55. He learned to swim for this tournament, for this trip. Coaches, knowing that there was a pool in the hotel, said that they were going to do some active recovery sessions in the pool. So he actually had to take up some swimming lessons, but I'm sure the cardio he got from that has helped in this tournament as well, as he steamrolls through the middle of the pitch.
Nice skill to have.
And he's just gone down, holding his hamstring there, Dougie Tunian. I think he was out in the first game, unfortunately, with that pulled hamstring, and just looks like it's gone again there. Really sad to see. It's his second European Championships for Scotland, played back in 2016 in Budapest. He also played the Under-19s Championship that year out in Canada. So it's good to see him back in a Scotland shirt.
Yep.
He's been solid as well this tournament, I would say.
Yeah, we see him here now getting rolled over. Trainers there with him, assessing what is wrong.
Certainly. We'll let them do their thing. In terms of what we've seen in this quarter, big comeback from Wales. They have had some good possessions, 2 fantastic goals from Paul Simpson and Josh. Was it Josh Simpson-Pink who scored the other?
I believe so, yeah. Well, the thing is, it was a very big momentum switch for in this game and in favor of Wales. You now see the Scotland fans cheering him on as team gets off the field.
It's great to see spectators from both sides cheering him off. Of course, a lot of these players know each other from the club level. Playing in the UK.
Definitely. And it's also nice to see that, you know, fans from both sides are so respectful to each other. I can't say we have seen that from every fan base, but it's very nice to see here today in Wroclaw.
Certainly is. Scotland get us back underway now with Jack Crawley. He kicks it up to Ethan Swenson. Across to Christian McKinnon. He scored a fantastic goal down the other end in the last quarter. Jack Crawley scored a fantastic goal down this end in the third quarter. Sort of stripped himself there. Don't really know what happened, but Jack Hallett's not complaining. He tries to clear the ball, kicks it inside to Paul Chapman. Ethan Swenson putting that pressure on, but Paul Chapman driving, soaks that check, gives it to Simo, who hits the pipe, I think. Scotland just coming back up with it. Joe Kerrison there. Back to Benny Matthews.
They collide there, but
going back to Tobias Cleaver-Ross now. And out to Drew Lindsay. Really good ride here from Ben Stringer of Wales.
They need to come up with the ball, actually, Wales, to to get back in that game. Although 6.5 minutes is still a lot of lacrosse to be played. I mean, there's a certain urgency here now for Wales.
Certainly is. Ben Matthews getting it up now. He's got Joe Kerrison ahead of him. Does in fact find him. Good settled clear there for Scotland. Ethan Swenson just taking a sting out of it. He kicks it out to Eli Cross. Look at a substitution now through the midfield with Tom Gilbrook joining the attack. Comes across to Tom Gilbrook now. Get a stall warning now for Scotland as Tom Gilbrook brings it into the box. Wales will be happy with that with 5:40 left in the game. Tom Gilbrook just driving well. Just to turn the corner. It's not on, he'll bring it back down. Very athletic. He's a member of the GB6's team, Tom Gilbrook. You can see it in his game, that speed and athleticism. Nice ball movement. Matt Raworth to Christy McKinnon. That breaks there, deadlock for the quarter. It's a fantastic ball movement, a nice little pass down, and McKinnon doesn't score easy goals, just nice looking ones.
Yeah, very nice. Top corner goal there from him. Very impressive. Diamond rune shot.
Certainly was. Chris McKinnon, I'm just looking to pull his fact up here on the fact sheet. Apparently he sleeps with a teddy bear named Gerald. He's brought him out here to Wroclaw with him. And every day he's set up the live stream before he's left, so his teddy bear can watch him play. He's put on a show for him, that's for sure.
Definitely, he'll be watching with a smile on his face.
He certainly will. It's because he can't change his face, it's a teddy bear. Great ride there, Dan McQuaid. It was a big face-off win from Jack Hallett. He goes to play it behind, and Dan McQuaid with the leaps. Oh, he pulls it behind. Yeah, again, been very active in this game. Dan McQuaid. Good defence, yet again from Harry Perry. He's done a very good job trying to nullify the threat of Dan McQuaid today. He continues to do so here. As Dan McQuaid looks to engage. He doesn't mind killing a bit of time. Really doesn't mind killing that clock. 3 goals up, 10-7. Now he'll turn out, potentially move it. Does just that. Finds the previous goal scorer, McKinnon. No stall warning has been put on in this play yet, this possession. Now it comes on as McKinnon brings it back into the box. Gets his hands free, kicks it across.
Oh,
that was a
nice little
interesting little give and go that the fans loved. Matt Raworth getting marked by Finn Sykes there. By bounce pass. Oh, it's a loopy one that has been picked up there by Andrew Hopkins. Good ride. We've got a flag. He didn't intend it, but he's just caught Eli Cross with a wayward check there. Andrew Hopkins. It's unfortunate after a great little interception from him, but again, good riding from this Scotland team.
Definitely, they're really battling through the end here, and very impressive to see that even though they already have almost 4 quarters in their legs, and also a very tough game yesterday against Spain, they have all that stamina to keep pushing.
Certainly, it's great to see. They've had some very tough matchups, as of Wales in this tournament, some physical affairs that have gone right to the wire, and it's great to see them still, both teams competing at this high standard that we know they can play right to the end. 2 minutes left in this game. Good defence from Finn Sykes. We've got a crease call.
Oh.
And he wasn't happy with it, McKinnon. He's clearly said something, and the official just looking to send him. One minute on the penalty for an unsportsmanlike, and it's frustrating. Obviously, Wales were man down there. To be frustrated that he's not been able to use it there, McKinnon, but see this Wales man up. That's looked very exciting so far this game. They've moved it well. They've been sharp. Fantastic. Alex Williams is starting with it. Still discussions from the referees. I think they're just all friends and they like talking to each other here.
Yeah.
The officials. Done that quite a lot of little meetings, but
It's it's been a long tournament, and they they have enough to talk about.
yeah, they've managed the game well though today. Even though it is, as we've mentioned, a big rivalry this match. We also do have another Battle of the Home Nations later today. This evening, 7 o'clock local time. We've got England facing against Ireland for that 3rd-4th match-up after a tough defeat for both of those yesterday.
Yep.
Scott Wallace just looking to clear it.
Oh,
He gets
double team,
pushed out, and a head check there. Call of a brush from the Wales fans. It's all a bit heated over there.
Yeah.
No love lost. Scott Wallace soaking that check, getting another flag. Josh Simpson-Pink just getting 1 minute. I didn't mean the head check, it was a physical ride. Scott Wallace doing really well to stay in, but 1 minute 28 in this one. Ball starting with Eli Cross on the far side.
You got anything on the fact sheet from him?
His favourite meal, I believe, is potato waffles with potato smiley faces and chips and a jacket potato covered in mashed potato, I believe. Big carbohydrates guy.
Yeah.
I think that's his pre-game meal.
Bold choice, but
Yeah, that's not what I would go for, but Ethan Swenson just soaking a little bit of a loose double team here from Wales. Does well to evade that push from Paul Chapman. 1 minute 12. Just giving it across. Dan McQuaid. They're just going to sort of kill it here. Tom Porter going out and playing him. Of course, of Timperley, Tom Porter and Nuneaton. Shout out the Midlands. Big up Stoke. They get it moving again. Tom Gilbrook just running it dead. Tom Gilbrook, I believe, picked up Lacrosse after his guidance counsellor told him it'd be good at university for him to just make a few friends. So he did that during his time at university, and here he is. His 5th outing, I believe, for Scotland. One of the captains and a true leader in this team. As he just draws a flag there. Frustrating. His club teammate Harry Perry, I'd imagine, with this slash. I know all the Hillcroft boys are watching this matchup eagerly. And I know the next training when they're back in the UK, there might be a bit of goading as Scotland look like they're going to come out on top. 10-7 the score, 21 seconds left. Good work from Jack Crawley. Soaks the pressure there. Soaks that.
Oh, nice
Good
drill check.
I just felt like he wanted another goal towards the end, Crawley. He's had a good campaign. And the ball comes up now. Wales with the opportunity with Hopkins, kicks it down, Stringer. Oh. Great little kick save at the close for Tobias Cleaver-Ross. 10-7 final score. See what it means to these Scotland boys. Heartbreak from Wales, but they fought well. It was a great game. I know all the fans have certainly enjoyed it. I've been Fraser Hunter.
My name is Ingmar Kliemannink.
Please stick around. We're going to have a couple of interviews with some of the players after some presentations. And then, of course, we've got a big match up on this field afterwards. As Ingmar, your team, the Netherlands,
We'll be facing Greece for 9th place. So tune in with the same commentary duo.
Yeah, little dream team.
Definitely.
Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you for that game later on today.
Commercial break! We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really, really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick. Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
I'm joined here by two members of the Wales national team, Tom Rosser and Harry Perry, after their game with Scotland. That's all right. I just want to ask you guys have grown a lot over these past 2 weeks. I'm sure you guys have bonded a lot. Tell me a little bit about what it's been like to grow closer with the guys.
Well, to be honest, we've been going for 6 months, 9 months now. We started trial process back in September, and we've been training every month up until about January, February, and then we started training every 3 weeks. So we've been coming together as a group for 9 months or so. But as soon as you get out here and then you start spending 24 hours with the boys, you start to learn a lot about each other. It starts to get a bit weird, but a really good weird. You start to know people inside out, probably too much. So it's going to be, it's been a great 2 weeks. We've bonded. I mean, there isn't a better bunch of blokes, to be honest, and I can't wait to go and have some fun this evening with them.
Yeah, Tomo also basically moved into my room on day one, which he failed to mention. So, getting closer, getting closer metaphorically and literally as well. So yeah, it's been great, and I think particularly for this Welsh side, like in the run up, we had an awful lot of injuries. Right, we had a lot of guys drop out, and it's been great to see some of the lads who came to Poland last year with the Dragons, so like our development side, come here as well and play an important role. For the senior team. So, there's been quite a bit of adversity that this Welsh side has faced, and I think we've handled it really, really well. I think we'd probably like 1 or 2 more wins this tournament, but I think we can leave happy, proud of what we've done. And, I imagine we're back in Wroclaw at some point soon.
Well, I'd like to add to that a massive shout out to our medical staff and our S&C coaches, because this is the first tournament I've ever been involved in that we haven't sustained an injury up until now, and that is something every other tournament, first 2-3 games someone gets injured and we're all still standing, and that's down to their efforts and their contribution, so massive shout out to them.
Now you guys have a saying on the back of your jersey, if one of you doesn't mind turning around for the camera. There it is. Describe to me what that means, what it translates to, and just kind of how you guys wear it, what it means.
Yeah, so it says Cymru am byth, which is Wales till we die, which just sums up we will fight to the end, and we are Wales through and through. We'll keep fighting. Yes, we're British, but we're also Welsh, and we will fight till the end. I like to think we showed that today and in all our games.
Yeah, I think a Welsh side is almost at its best when our back's against the wall. You saw that against the Czechs, where we went 7-2 down early doors, fought back against the team that's finished in the top 7, and if it weren't for a bounce of the ball, it would have been potentially us there as well. So it doesn't matter how difficult the task is. Being Welsh is about fighting through and making sure that we turn every play on the field into a scrap. Because if we do that, then we're doing our job.
Thank you guys. One more time, Tom Rosser and Harry Perry of Wales here at the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championships. Thank you guys.
I'm here with number 1, Christian McKinnon from Scotland after a win over Wales on the last day of the European Men's Lacrosse Championships. Christian, 8 games you've played well in Poland. That's a lot. How do you feel being so young and then also playing on the Scottish team? What's the chemistry? What's it like?
It's great. Honestly, the group of guys around us and around me, I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to play with. Bunch of knowledge, and anytime I have a question or anything like that, there's always someone to go to, someone to ask, and someone to help me guide my way through it.
And you are still in high school, so what is the differences that you've noticed between playing here in a national tournament and playing in a high school?
Yeah, it's really cool. So in high school, you see mainly North American, Canadian, American guys, and here obviously there's people from all over the world, different countries, so it's really cool to see the different cultures and see the game of lacrosse just bring everyone together.
And finally, what does your Scottish heritage mean to you?
It means everything. Being able to wear this on my chest, have this flag around me, it means everything. Get to put it on every day, and hope to do it for a long time.
Awesome. That is Christian McKinnon, number 1 from Scotland, as he finishes his week at the European Men's Lacrosse Championships in Wroclaw.